see. Tap it right now. I let the chickpeas soak in overnight, so now I'm gonna pressure cook them for about 20 minutes. Friends, I gotta be honest, and I struggle a lot with eating healthy at home. Meal prep sure does help, but cooking just for myself makes it easy to do just the bare minimum. I'm learning that nourishing myself is self-love, so I'm trying to be more intentional with what I eat. So today we're gonna make Korean-inspired pork, hummus, crunchy fried chickpeas, tropayeha beef stew, chocolate chip cookies, and granola. Let's prep this Korean-inspired pork cutlets. Garlic and green onions are my kitchen staples for flavor and are also commonly used in both Korean and Colombian cuisine, so a winning combo for me. It literally never misses. Here's what we're going to need for this dish. After stir frying for a few minutes, it is ready. I'm going to plate this with some rice and Korean cucumber salad I had in the fridge, as well as kimchi. This is definitely a balanced and delicious meal that makes healthy eating easy for me because part of what makes this so hard is thinking about the options of what to eat. So by having ready salads or kimchi in the fridge or caps like rice or quinoa, I only need to worry about making a flavorful protein. After a few more minutes in the Instant Pot, the chickpeas are ready for the rest of the process. So we're going to use one batch for hummus and the second batch for crunchy chickpeas. The first ingredient is a ton of olive oil, then salt, cayenne pepper, paprika, and garlic powder. Let's add the chickpeas to a baking tray, spread them, and I'll initially air fry them for about 8 minutes at 190 degrees Celsius. Now for the hummus, other than the chickpeas, we're going to need olive oil, a lime, salt, cumin, garlic, and now I'm processing toasted sesame seeds to make a homemade version of tahini. Let's add to our mixer or food processor a tiny bit of cumin. And after cutting this lime, let's quickly check our roasted chickpeas from the air fryer. Quality check, and they're done. Now back to the hummus. I added the rest of the ingredients to the processor and now we're going to process for a few more minutes until soft. We'll need to check it constantly and mix it around with a spoon. And I also added a bit more of olive oil. Now when it looks creamy, it means it's done, but I'm gonna share with you a trick I learned. You're going to add a few ice cubes and this will give it an even smoother texture. Of course, this step is optional. Friends, I realized the roasted chickpeas weren't crunchy enough for my taste, so I put them back in the air fryer for a second round. Same time and same temperature, and let me tell you, that was really worth it. For the chocolate chip cookies, first we melt some butter. Now let's add brown sugar to the melted butter. Now some eggs for the true mix of the liquids. Now we can pour in the solids. First flour, then baking soda, and now we fold and fold and fold. Then we add bits of dark chocolate and we fold and fold. And now we're gonna make small balls with the mix and put them on the oven tray. They have to be small and separate so they don't become one big cookie inside the oven. Time to make ropa vieja. Now put the meat inside the pressure cooker for about 20 minutes. On the side we'll make the guiso with almost the same ingredients we used for the broth, but with red bell pepper this time. After the meat is done, we shred it and add it to the guiso. Let it all simmer together, and after some minutes you'll smell the goodness.
When you are secure in yourself, that's what you want to happen right now. Stop chasing people. You become more of your own thoughts and opinions, trusting your intuition, not running to someone else, not learning how to trust to your energy is something that you have to protect, purify, or protect. You can do this through meditation for 15 minutes and then just
For the granola, our base ingredient is oats. I'm adding as much as I need to a bowl. I mostly eyeball everything for this recipe, so please bear with me for not giving you exact measurements on this one. Now, time to chop up some nuts. That sounded weird, but oh well. Now let's add some seeds. I always use chia and flaxseed. I feel they help make it crispier. And oh wait, I'm not done with nuts. Let's add some walnuts and pecans, chopped just like the almonds. Now pumpkin seeds to finish with the group of the seeds. If you care about order, I'm probably triggering you with my all over the place recipe, but that's just how it is. Now let's add our liquids. After magically turning solid coconut oil into liquid coconut oil, we'll add olive oil. I tried to do the same ratio as the coconut oil, and to sweeten things up, I'm using this homemade blueberry jam. Let's add cinnamon to taste. As you can tell, my taste is a lot of cinnamon. And then we pour all liquid meat on top of the solid and mix it all together with a spoon. Once it's as homogeneous as possible, we spread the thick mix into a baking tray. This is about 2 centimeters tall, and then into the oven it goes. We'll let it bake for 30 minutes. Now that crunchy sound is what I like to hear. Can't get over how crunchy it turned out. So friends, it's morning time and I can't wait to enjoy my granola bowl, which is what I have the most for breakfast. I'm having carrots on the side and a lovely cup of tea. And well, this is the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know in the comments if you try any of these recipes and I'll see you in the next time. Bye!